goodness. Okay, let's keep this show going. Your next comedian coming up, your final comedian of the evening. Very talented man, one of my best friends in the whole world. Everybody give it up for Morgan Preston.
Alright, are you guys having fun at all? Are you having a good time? Yeah, that's cool. Nice. It's not a bad way to spend that shit. He wants to be there, right? This looks like it's stirring back up again. Not good. Alright, well, I've been watching you guys as a crowd, and you guys get a little nervous here and there, and I kind of like that. Cute. I think I got you figured out, though, as a crowd. How many people here have ever had to take a shit? I've seen like 8 people head to the bathroom tonight, so obviously most of you. Because the other day I was coming up the highway and I got that little twinge of, oh, I gotta shit. You ever had that happen and your jaw will water a little bit? And I was like, oh. And I saw a rest area, but I'm like, I can hold it. This is a great song on the radio. Huey Lewis and the News, Power of Love. Haven't heard it in a while. I'm like, I can hold this. 10 minutes later, I'm like, I gotta shit now. So I grabbed an exit and I jump out of the car and I walked up this guy at a gas station. I'm like, hey man, you got a bathroom? He says, it's for employees only. I'm like, well, give me a fucking application, you cocksucker. So I'm standing there, filling this thing out, squeezing my ass cheeks together. References, and he's like, dude, we're looking for people, you're hired. I'm like, dude, I gotta take a break. So I went in, took a big giant steamer, and then I came out and I'm like, I quit, this job sucks. But I made $9, it's in there now, so that was awesome. And so if I go back through that area, I can get the insurance plan. All right, are you drinking? I am. What are you drinking?
Rum and soda.
All right.
Cola.
Was that a freebie, or did you pay for that fucker? I caught him. You son of a bitch. We're going to have to do a 3-week show just to pay for it. You just sit back. We're going to go until all your money's out of your pockets. I've got a swipe card for my Android. We spend most of our time in hotels. We watch a lot of TV. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of TV. I still watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You guys watch that show? It's stupid now, though. I used to like it when Regis was on there. Because Regis was an asshole, right? He always tried to talk you out of the right answer. He always had a suit that's like way more expensive than your house. I want to get on there and Regis is on there getting the hot seat. Regis would ask me the $100 question. And I get it right because it's like 3 bullshit answers, 1 obvious answer. So I get it right. They'll look Regis right in the eye and say, you know what, Regis? $100 is a lot of goddamn money, dude. I got electric bills like 2 months back, Regis. I won't fucking walk away. Think about it, I make $1.5 million off the interviews on that deal. I guarantee I'm gonna go like, hey man, can I get cash? I want to carry around that big fucking check. That thing is huge. I watch way too. I think that reality television is totally ruining our TV. I'm sick of it. How many Survivor fans in here tonight?
I used to be.
It used to be cool. It's just a bunch, but it's not surviving. It's a bunch of well-built, good-looking people stick them on an island to survive. That's not surviving. We've been down south for the past week and a half. That's fucking surviving. Like, drop them fuckers off down there on the 1st, tell them they're not getting food stamps till the 15th, try to find a pawn shop. That's a show I would watch. The thing is though, Survivor's slipping in the ratings. Number 1 is American Idol, number 2 Survivor. I said, you know what, let me be in charge. I'll take it back to the top. Here's what I'd do next season if I was in charge. Take a whole bunch of kids to Special Olympics, put them on a fucking island.
Yeah!
Yeah, some of you aren't laughing. I don't give a shit, because I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying whether you guys agree with it or not, everybody in here would tune in every week to see Corky catching fish. Yeah, you would. Look, everybody caught fish and I love him, and he's my special friend, and he's slickery and smells funny. Corky, that's not a fish, that's a leaf. If I could ride, I would boat you off the island, and I gotta go pee. Think about it. There'd be somebody falling in the fire weekly. It would be awesome. And it wouldn't even cost a lot of money to produce, like $3 grand. Me and you could produce this show for like $1,500 a piece, right? Dude, man, and we wouldn't even spend the money on the kids.
How about having a new amp?
We would not. Oh, you're a fucking dude. We could make so much more money, and we wouldn't spend it on the kids. We'd keep it for us for hookers and coke in Vegas. You could even get an amp. Fuck it. I'll let you get an amp, and you can go with me, and we'll still get hookers and blow for 15. You know? Because you wouldn't have to put them on a real island. It would be cheap. Just put them in the front yard with a Finding Nemo swimming pool and a bunch of shrubbery. They wouldn't have a goddamn, I like peanut butter. Huge money. I like how you guys kind of don't want to allow the retarded kids. It's cute. It's funny. I know you do. You were right there for me. These guys over there, I don't know, man. We looked around and said, nope, there's 14 of us here. There's none in here. We can talk about it. And even if they were, we can still talk about them. I mean, they would enjoy it. They'd be clapping and they wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. They'd be like, apple pie. It would be fucking awesome, but whatever. The thing is, though, is everybody's taking shit tonight, even fat chicks. See, and he gets all nervous and quiet again. So here's the thing. Let's just talk about that shit right now and get out of the way. Because I don't think fat chicks should ride horses. I'm going to tell you why. I was in Ocean Shores, Washington about 4 weeks ago, just before we left. At the beach, you can rent horses to go romantically riding at dusk or something. And I'm standing there talking to the horse rental guy. He's letting me brush them and pelt their velvety muzzle. These 3 fat chicks come walking down the beach. I swear to God, when the horse says, don't look over there, she's coming this way. Do not make eye contact. Oh my God, here she comes. This big girl climbed this horse saddle, looked like a thong in her ass. I ain't kidding. She didn't have a camel toe, she had more of a camel hoof. This was a large. See, here's what you're not learning from my show, is if you hate the shit, laugh nervously, it goes quicker, like fake it. Because if you guys leave me hanging, I just go further. I have nothing to lose. I think... I understand why you get nervous, though. There was 3 big girls at the show a couple nights ago just sitting like right there. 3 of them, each pushing 375, just fucking eyeballing me, like locked in. I was like, we need to get a cattle guard or some shit here for my safety. So I started working this side of the room, and as I turned around, one of them had stood up and obviously knocked some shit over. And she had her hand up, she's like looking at me, she's like, you can't talk about fat chicks, which I thought was weird. Because I sit where you're sitting, my friend, and there was a dude on stage talking about bald-headed guys with small penises. I'd shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey! I'd sit there and laugh nervously until they start talking about retarded kids. That's too close to home, right? Oh, man. We stayed at a Super 8 the other night. Anybody stayed in that wonderful situation? The Super 8? Yeah. They need to take one of those words out and replace it with shitty, and it's not 8. Actually, it'd work either way, the super shitty or the shitty. Just not a good place. I was on the internet, which is like that much quicker than dial-up, and I got off one of them weird tangents where you start watching videos of weird shit that leads to the next one, that leads to the next. So I'm on there watching like old TV commercials, like the Herbal Essence commercial where the chick's washing her hair having an orgasm. You see this commercial? Anybody? You remember this commercial? Yeah. Then fucking say it. Don't just stare at me and making me pull it out of you. This is straight bullshit. So yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, we need more truth in advertising, right? So I go to the friggin' store and I buy some, and I don't even have any hair, but it ends up working out pretty good. You just put your hand like that and then rub it all over your penis. And you're not kidding, every time. And there's a side benefit too, makes your balls smell like a forest, so I was like into that shit. Yeah. This guy's looking at me going, you don't masturbate with shampoo, do you? No, why? Makes your pee burn, huh? Yeah. Conditioner, bro. That's what I like to use, really, truly. Coconut, equal fluff and bounce, left to right testicle. Shit is good. I just had to ride the bus. Anybody been on Greyhound? Yeah, that's exactly how you respond to that. Is that the worst way to travel on the planet? It's almost as bad as Southwest. Southwest Airlines is like a bus with wings on it. No frills, they fucking mean it. It's like, lick the peanut, pass it to the right. There you go. I'm not holding it. But I had to ride Greyhound, which is like a methamphetamine Titanic on wheels piece of shit. I had to ride that bus out of a shit town called Tonopah, Nevada. This town is so shitty, they didn't have a Denny's. That's a shithole. You guys got a Denny's? Good job. Nice job, guys. Good job. Your Chamber of Commerce is on it. Nice. Oh man, I get stuck in this shit town after, and you know, I don't know if you guys know, but Greyhound's slogan is, leave the driving to us. I was like, fuck you Greyhound, let me drive the bus, we're gonna skip some towns. I got stuck in this town because my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, yeah, she left me. She said I was smothering her. At least I was like, make out from under the pillow because the bitch would squirm and shit, and try to fight and stuff. And she rolled our car in Tonopah, because I guess this guy's laughing extremely hard. You must have an ex. Fuck yeah, dude. Awesome. It's nice to think about that shit. But she rolled our car, because I guess it's really hard to drive on straight dry stretches in the middle of August or some shit. I don't know what happened, but I'm stuck there. There's no rental car. There's no airport. There ain't shit. there's the bus depot at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's not even a good bus depot either. You know what I mean? Like, bus number 74, leaving for... Fuck yourself, fuck your butthole, faggot. Not even as good as that. It's like a restaurant you sit in called Marie's. All these waitress-saurus chicks walking around in there. They've obviously worked like a double shift because there's like onion soup in their hair, and the new special is bean soup. You're like, it's not even on the menu. That must have been from yesterday. So I get on the bus. What's the main goal when you're riding the bus? Getting 2 seats. Am I wrong? Because you'd be on there bare minimum 48 hours. You need to get a good night's sleep because you got that adjustment. Then you push a button. You're like, fuck, it was reclined. Son of a bitch. And then stinky bastards want to sit next to you. What is that? There's a ton of seats. It's like, dude, look around. You smell like this. So I even tried that thing where you sit on the outside seat, act like you're sleeping when you pull in to pick up more stinky bastards. Dudes were climbing over me and teabagging me and shit. And we're not talking peppermint tea either. You know what I mean? Like, boink, and then over really quick. I could deal with that. I was like, no, like Earl Grey dark. We're going to let that brew a little bit. I noticed when you mentioned teabagging in here, mostly only guys are laughing. Did you see that? Because girls don't know what that is, because it usually happens when they're sleeping. Oh, you know. You must have woke up here and dreamed about a fuzzy peach or something. I smell a forest. We pull into Boise, Idaho, which is like the bus hub of the United States. Denver Airport Hub, Boise Bus Hub. In fact, Boise is actually the Indian word for bus. So I get off, I'm walking around in the Boise bus depot. It's like 108 degrees in the shade. It smells like a urinary tract, and there's flies crawling on my face. I'm like, God, my nose. Pretty soon I'm letting them crawl my eyeball. I feel like an African kid. I don't give a shit. I like that you laughed at that, because I think you guys knew that I would call you out for laughing at the retarded kids, but then not laughing at the fly on the eyeball. Because they were, you know, retarded children were born like that, and African kids, they just fucking blink and shit and eat it. I don't know, whatever. But they can deal with that situation. I guess what I'm getting at is I have a layover, and I gotta get 2 seats. So I go down to the local Salvation Army, got me a greasy looking army coat with like fur around it, put a piece of stinky cheese in my pocket, stopped at a hotel, grabbed a Gideon Bible, stood back in line, started talking to myself. The 2 seats the rest the fuck away. They thought I was Mormon, so that was weird. But yeah. I just said that, and you guys acted like this place is full of Mormons. Is that what's going on? I thought we were good. I didn't see one fucking bicycle parked out front, and you cocksuckers leave me hanging like there's about 10 of them.